Mr. Sharad Pradhan, you're also with us. Now, 2 points which I want to mention and also, get a reply from you. The Congress in its manifesto says that they will appoint a special envoy on black money. Now, this is a first. The BJP took this issue up in 2009 in their manifesto. It now finds prominence in the Congress manifesto. And the second point is Congress to ensure enactment of the remaining anti-corruption bills. In the backdrop of the question that headlines today actually posed to Rahul Gandhi as well as Sonia Gandhi, and Sonia was quick to jump to Rahul Gandhi's rescue. She immediately pointed out that as far as Mr. Ashok Chavan is concerned, that decision was taken by the CEC. What actually do you feel, will be the parameter according to which the Congress will be judged? What they say in this manifesto or what they do in real life?
Well, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of difference between what they say. If they were really keen on black money, they would have come out with something more concrete than simply saying that, also on the corruption bill, that the anti-corruption bill, it is still not clear as to what effective measures they are going to take in order to ensure, that the problem is that we have an existing law to fight corruption. But that law has proved to be ineffective because of particularly, you have the Evidence Act, which comes as a major hurdle. You have, hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, so, one always looks at whatever Congress has been saying is looked at with suspicion because there is no conviction in what and they try to, unfortunately, if that has been the tragedy, even with BJP, when BJP was in power, they did the same. The tragedy in this country is that political parties, irrespective of what hue they belong to, are generally interested in shielding the corrupt, in shielding corruption, and in filling their coffers by illegitimate means, for which nobody is willing to come out, and this is election time, and I should say, thanks to to somebody like Arvind Kejriwal, who took up this issue and has compelled the Congress, the UPA, to come out with this kind of this, at least.
But Mr. Pradhan, the second crucial point as far as Rahul Gandhi is concerned was when he actually spoke about Narendra Modi and Uttar Pradesh, the Modi wave, the very popular Modi wave that is, in circulation in the media. What do you think about his assessment, Mr. Pradhan? No, let me complete my question. What do you think about his assessment when he says that I'm 100% confident that in the state of Uttar Pradesh, I'm 100% confident that there will be no Modi wave?
Yeah. Well, that maybe Rahul Gandhi's wishful thinking, I would say. Because apparently Rahul is not aware of the ground reality, and the tragedy with our prominent leaders of all political parties is they are surrounded by a set of sycophants who led them to believe what they like to believe. So obviously Rahul Gandhi is ignorant. I am no Modi fan, but I have been to 6 out of the 8 rallies. I have seen the ground reality here. I've been to a number of places down in the villages as well as in towns, and whether we like it or not, unfortunately, there is a Modi wave. You have to accept it. Well, it may be punctured in mildly by the Aam Aadmi Party, as I saw in Varanasi yesterday. The way Modi has reacted to what Arvind Kejriwal did in Varanasi yesterday also shows that yes, there is some impact that Arvind Kejriwal has been able to make, which is worrying Modi. Otherwise, there was no reason for Modi to react in such a aggressive manner to because nobody expected in Varanasi, neither did I expect that Kejriwal would be able to pull as much crowd as he actually did. So there is the only otherwise this fact remains that the election is basically centered around Modi. It is not BJP. The vote is not for BJP. It is for Modi, because they see in him a strong leader who can bring about change, and the youth of this country in a big way seem to be falling in line with him.
Let's bring Shiv Arur into this as well.
Which Rahul Gandhi needs to understand and realize is that when you compare the two contenders for the Prime Minister's office, it is Rahul and Modi. And they don't just, when you put them on the scale, they just don't, there's a total mismatch.
Shivarur and Gaurav Sawant are our correspondents in the field and are joining us live right now as well. Shiv, you know, one of the interesting things about Sonia Gandhi's rescue of Rahul, will you will, on that question about Ashok Chavan, is that it's the exact same defense the BJP is making of B.S. Yediyurappa in Karnataka, that there's technically no bar on him to contest the elections because he hasn't been convicted of any crime.
Well, that's a zero-sum game that's going to play out, over and over until the elections are complete. The idea of Pawan Kumar Bansal and Ashok Chavan against Sri Ramulu and B.S. Yediyurappa in Karnataka is a game that both the Congress and the BJP recognize, will be played over and over again. And I think that's a sort of cynical understanding, perhaps, between both the parties, and both understand the potency that they actually hold. But coming back to the BJP, which, the soundbite that you played out by Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi a short while ago, Pierre and Sanket, and we're going to be following that up with a press conference by the BJP, which we'll have live in just about 30 minutes from now. We already have, a broad sense of how the BJP is going to be attacking the Congress and its manifesto. They're going to be delving, less on the specifics of the manifesto and much more on the Prime Minister, on Rahul Gandhi, on corruption, on misgovernance, and aspects of that kind. Specifically, you had Manmohan Singh at this event mock the Gujarat model, talk about how the BJP had been very aggressive but that he'd stood his ground. You had Rahul Gandhi, make a direct attack at Narendra Modi, talking about his divisive agenda, talk about how he's an individual and how the BJP will only be looking to, make a few, people and businessmen benefit if it comes to power. So these are the specific things that the BJP will actually be attacking when that press conference comes about. We're also going to see the elements of opportunism, as we, highlighted through this morning, that the BJP is going to be picking up on, talking about how, as Sharad Pradhan was just mentioning, a short while ago in an answer he just gave to a question of yours, about how all these, extravagant promises that the Congress is making now, the simple question that the BJP is going to be putting forward is, it sounds very noble right now, but why are you only talking about it now? Why didn't you do it for the last 10 years? An envoy, to bring back black money, a special representative for youth. All of these things could have been decided earlier.